I don't usually make these videos of how to fix this bad movie because I don't ever think I'm smarter than the filmmaker. But sometimes the solution is staring at you in the face. So let's talk. So this morning I lost some sleep and decided to watch a 2001 hood classic. This movie called The One, directed by the guy behind X-Files, James Wong, and written by Gabe Nelson, who's also behind the X-Files. This is a movie starring Jet Li as the protagonist and the antagonist. Small boy talk, he's the good guy and the bad guy. In this movie, basically the concept is that we don't exist in one universe. There's multiverses, and one character played by Jet Li called Yulaw basically goes on this rampage where he travels to different universes and he kills versions of himself. The reason that he's killing versions of himself is that every time he kills someone who is him in another universe, there is some energy that is connected that is shared amongst the survivors. So the more people he kills, the stronger he becomes. But also Jet Li is playing this other guy called Gabe, who's essentially Yulaw's last target. So the movie is basically like this cat and mouse game where Yulaw is trying to fight Gabe, but also Yulaw is running away from these multiverse cops played by Jason Statham and Oscar-nominated actor Delroy Lindo. The movie also stars Carla Gugino, who plays the love interest of Yulaw and Gabe in multiple universes. At some point, she is fridged, but whatever. Now, the movie came out in 2001, and it was around the time when every other movie was trying to be The Matrix. There is scenes of bullet time. There is someone being so fast that other things are slow. The scenes of him, one scene he's kicking a guy and he's in the air, then he's jumping and he punches him again. Similar to The Matrix. There's even a final scene that is very Dragon Ball Z inspired, which is much like the final scene between Neo and Smith in Matrix Revolution, because that's also Dragon Ball Z inspired. Hi guys, there's a short detail that I forgot to add. Jet Li being in this movie means that Jet Li has now starred in a movie that inspired The Matrix, which is Fist of Legends from 1992. And now he's in another movie that is inspired by The Matrix, which is this movie. So do with that what you will. When I say that the solution was staring at me in the face, there is one way that this movie, which is okay at best, being a great story, just change the formats. Don't make it a movie. Make it anime. Make it anime. It's simple. Have it be a 10-episode anime show. Make Yulaw the protagonist. Start with the points, as they mentioned in the movie, I'm giving some spoilers, that Yulaw started out as one of the agents in this multiverse agency. And then he accidentally killed a version of himself in the line of duty. And that essentially just birthed the corruption in what gave him this power that he suddenly had a hunger for. Make that anime. Start with that episode where that happens. And then make the power be an entity that corrupts it. You can even steal some notes from Death Note. Literally, Death Note is the closest thing to an anime version of this movie. So just steal from that. Have the power exist as an entity like that demon thing from Death Note, whose name I'm now forgetting. And you know why I'm mentioning Death Note? Because you know what didn't work? A Death Note movie. Because we know that the anime will be better. So the same with this movie. It should have been anime. Make 3 episodes about Yulaw being corrupted by the power. And then make 3 episodes about Gabe, the other Jet Li character, suddenly wondering why he's becoming stronger and faster. And then at some point, make them meet. Play the story the exact same way that you played it in the movie. I fixed it.